Hi. Release the love. Teach me, shine me. Thank you. I'm doing good. How are you? About to go smoke. I will show you how. I'm waiting for my new tarot cards to get here. I got some good ones. I'll be more back on track tomorrow now that my laptop is back working. Now I can do some longer lives. And I got groceries and stuff, so I could do like mukbangs and stuff. I have a half a sub in there, but I don't really want it because when I eat that stuff, it be hurting my stomach, no lie. So I really don't want it. I feel like it's gonna hurt my stomach. I just put some green beans on. Shawty, tell me, why you trying to take all the girlies from me? Nice to see you soon. Thank you. I had it muted, my bad. Thank you. I ordered some new ones. I will after I smoke. Yeah. Do you really? Mm. I just got something I want to talk about. Hold on. So a few weeks ago, I watched a movie with Beyonce in it. It's called, what is it called? Carmen, a Hip Opera. And in the movie, in the movie, the nigga, the cop, ends up cheating on his girl for Carmen. And Carmen wants to be a star. And she thinks she's going to make it big. And then she gets a tarot card reading letting her know that she's going to die. But her friends actually do end up making it big. Because they end up meeting the rich nigga. And her friends end up moving to, I think it was either, I think LA. And the friends end up having a career and end up making it big. But Carmen ends up dying before she could make it big. Mm. That's deep. That was a prophecy. It's kind of like the same situation happened because it was like Carmen really threw herself on that nigga. She went out of her way to sleep with that nigga. And that ended up being her downfall. If she would have just focused on her music, she would have got with that one rich nigga. And the rich nigga would have motherfucking damn. Cause even look at how when they moved to LA, she did end up moving to LA with the nigga. And they was living in that motherfucking hotel. Broke as hell. So they started beefing and shit. And then she left the nigga. Then she tried to get in contact with a rich nigga, but she ended up dying. When she came to the show to see the nigga. Mm. It's crazy because the nigga that she ended up breaking up with ended up killing her. That's crazy. I'm kind of sensing that that's what's gonna happen. And then I'm thinking about it because I'm like, from a standpoint, once the real start coming out, it's like motherfuckers gonna start showing their true colors. And I know how these niggas is. They is thirsty. Real thirsty. And what shit don't start going according to the plan, it's gonna be a whole different ballgame. And trust me, certain people are only gonna be able to get so far because I have so many friends. A lot of shit will be blocked. So just remember that. I have friends everywhere. A lot of you are only gonna be able to get so far. And I'm making everybody choose. Pick a side and pick the right side. Please and thank you. Because I'll quit on your ass. You better think about who's breaking all the motherfucking bacon around this bitch. That's all I can tell y'all niggas. You better think about who's bringing home the bacon. Don't let coochie get it away from your pockets. Fuck out of here. You gotta be fucked up. You think I'm about to fall apart? Shit. Do I got dummy written on my forehead? You think I'm a slave? I should make a Discord. What is Discord? Can somebody explain to me? Is it like lives? I know celebrities be arguing on Discord. Thank you. See, I know how it goes. I don't even like snitching on people because I don't be player hating, but I'm just putting myself in everybody's shoes. You have to ask yourself, why would somebody take you mistreating them? One has to ask this. Why would one be so eager to be around you? I'm questioning that. The opportunities that you bring, the people you can introduce her to. You are a door opener, my guy. Why do you think she don't give a fuck about being a side bitch? She wants to be single to fuck other niggas. Are you stupid? Same with Hailey Bieber. I'm questioning that. Why are you so eager to be around somebody? That's a honeypot to keep that nigga in line. You see, he ain't had no problems since he been married. That nigga is miserable. He's still making songs about me. He is miserable. See, everybody be saying I be breaking up relationships. No, y'all relationships really be fucked up. I just be trying to set y'all free and to be happy so y'all can stop hating on me and let me be happy. I'm just keeping it real. But that's what happens when you try to destiny swap with somebody. If you know a person is truly in love with somebody else and you decide that you're going to play second fiddle, you're always going to have feel a certain type of way. Because, like, the person really, you know who the person really loves. What do you possibly think you could do to make the person love you? They're never really going to love you. It just is what it is. It doesn't matter what you do. And then you have to think about this too. The timing of this. This is a suspicious time. I'm just connecting some dots. I'm like, this is a very suspicious time. See, I was so clouded on so many other things, I couldn't even see. I was trying to survive. I couldn't even see. Guess what happened to my dad when he got set up? He was with some bitches. Had he had been home with his wife, like he should have been, it never would have happened. Y'all be thinking that just because a person is submissive to you and allows you to abuse them or treat them bad, that that's a good thing. No, it's not. There's got to be a reason behind that. Who lets people treat them like that? these niggas do the same thing over and over and over again. You just gotta recognize the patterns. Nothing ever do. Now it's got me questioning, and I hate to say this, but Young Miami, that was a very suspicious time. Do you think that she was sent to trigger Cassie? Because that was random. That was out of nowhere. And the person is exactly what you want them to be. She was exactly what he wanted her to be. No complaints, no nothing. She was perfect. That's what they do. And then you have to even think about that. I know what y'all be getting into, but you have to think about the people who have no morals. JT got locked up for a reason. Oh, girl was free because she had a child and she was willing to sacrifice her child. When you see people who are willing to do these things, that should make you question their morality just a little bit. It's different if you got sold into the business. But if you're volunteering for tribute, bitch, some of us didn't have a motherfucking choice. You should question that just a disc. That's why the Jews hate me. I be knowing too much. I be like, how does this bitch know? I just be knowing. Thank you. Yeah. Nigga, you can't live without me. You just gotta realize that once you admit that to yourself, you will be a happier person. You can't live without me. Stop lying to yourself. That's got me questioning even Princess Diana. Did they send women and people to her husband to get them to have marital issues for the end of her demise? so that they could have control. You can even think about Gia Herbo and Tiana and Ari. Did they send Tiana to trigger Ari so that she would try to do something bad? Did you hear about? Because all I know is that case that nigga caught that he beat by the grace of God. I already know who that was from. And then y'all commit crimes together. So then y'all become trauma bonded together and you think, oh, this person would never do me like this. But if you see a person do something fucked up to somebody else, what would make you think that they wouldn't do that to you for the right price? Look at what happened to Kobe and the daughter. And the daughter. You want to know why I think it was the daughter? I think it was jealousy. I think she was the chosen one. And I think she was mine. That's why there's no empathy for that child. Because it was never her child. Even think about what happened to Tristan and Chloe. You don't think they sent Jordan to that party? Look at what happened to Britney Spears. They sent Justin. Look at what happened to Janet. They sent Justin. Fuck their life up. And if he's singing about people, her cheating, she might have really cheated. But they probably sent people to her. And then they sent him an offer. He was like, in a hurt state, he was like, fuck yeah. Because if you're that hot and you're number one, she was number one. Oh, he was out here doing something. He was new to the game, so he probably had no idea. And then he found out. Then he was disgusted. can even say Ariana Grande and Mac Miller. And then look at how Ariana's career grew after that. She was sent. He didn't want to obey. He made the album called Kids. He made The Divine Feminine, which was symbolism of no gayness, women. She was sent to make him apply. He ain't want to. Someone knocking at the door. Someone knocking at the door. You can even think about Whitney Houston and Ray J. I see why they be so mean to women. Y'all are terrible. Y'all might be worse than the niggas. Every man is tied to a woman. You can think about Trouble. He was with a girl. You can think about P&B Rock. He was with his girl at Waffle House. You can think about Nipsey and Lauren. Vaughn died over Jania, who was probably sent to get him to comply. He wasn't with that gay shit. Why do you think she's with DeJounte? Because he's young. They're trying to get his claws into him while he's young. Why do you think that John Morant got that shooting charge? Do you see him in a relationship? Nope. He had to sacrifice something to get his playing back. And I want to assume it was probably his daughter. That's probably why he got the shooting charge. Because he probably didn't comply. You have to think about how Jania let young boys treat her. She slept outside in that hotel lobby while he had another girl in the hotel room. You have to question somebody's morality that lets you treat them like that. Why are you with somebody that's so broke that has to sleep outside in the lobby? She didn't even go get her own room. She used him as a door opener. And you see how she went to an NBA player? Because they make more money. And you see how he didn't have no kids? That was plotted on. They're all little Britney Renners. And you see how she got her whole body done? She never used to be like that. That's what's so crazy. Because the police kept telling my dad, like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. My dad was always calling you like, nigga, you can't get shit on me. They plotted that shit. My dad was a smart nigga. I still sue y'all and reopen that case just for the fun of it. Because you ruined my life. How much do you want to bet that they locked Dirk up because of India? How much do you want to bet? So they could break them up. So they could turn India into the rest of them. But see, Dirk double crossed Vaughn, and they double crossed him for India. How much do you want to bet that's why they made me look undesirable? They needed this to happen so I could be single. Because as soon as I got single, they made me fine again. Why do you think these bitches always have a baby with these niggas? That's not weird that everybody's pregnant. Y'all want to know how to protect y'all's assets and how to pay lower child support? Stop putting shit in your name. Make yourself broke. Get you an LLC in a different name with a different address. Put everything in your business name. That's how you protect your assets from these folks. Then when you go to court and they'll look at your funds, it looks like you don't make anything. And that's not just men. Because I've seen these women get got too. Mary J. Blige, Wendy Williams. You gotta protect your assets. Diddy doesn't own anything. Everything's in his mother's name. Because unfortunately, even if you sign a prenup, if you made somebody live a certain lifestyle, you still have to maintain that lifestyle. That's what happened to Mary J. Blige. That's what happened to Wendy Williams. Doesn't matter even if you made them sign a prenup. You still have to maintain that lifestyle. You even have to think about Cash Patel. Do you not see the girl that they sent to Cash? She's pretty. Now they're trying to fire him. Questionable. Damn, you even got to think about Chinky. You remember that rumor that happened that he slept with Cindy Starr? They sent her to ruin his career. And who was he beefing with at the time? Nelly. They sent Cindy Starr to ruin his career. And that's the same thing happened to Bobby Alexino. They ruined his career on purpose. For whatever reason. I don't know what the reason was. But maybe they wanted to rob him. Maybe he made a lot of money and they didn't want to pay him, so they just ruined his career. That's what it seems like what really happened to me. Because he was hot for a minute. Think about what happened to Houston. He gouged his eyeball. But I think that was some spiritual shit. Y'all say that the nigga crazy, right? But God said, if you sinned, what he said? If you did something with your eye, gouge your eye out, it's better to go into heaven with one eye than to not go at all. I think that was God. Saved that nigga's life. Got him out of his deal. They wasn't trying to let him go. And he's still alive. Saved his life. I know. I told y'all I've been awakening. That's why the highs and the lows, I don't even mind them. It's all part of my spiritual awakening. I might make a Discord. Because if he wouldn't have complied, they would have just got rid of him. And they would have just made money off of him. So that really saved his life. Even though that was fucked up. But sometimes you still gotta pay a price when you disobey God. He still forgive you. But sometimes you just gotta pay a little price for disobeying. But he'll still forgive you. You just still gonna have to pay that price. Sometimes it's not that bad. The nigga lived. And he still got one working on. It could be so much worse because some people didn't live. Real shit. Thank you. You know what's crazy? You wanna know why I also think that the motherfucking business is fucking struggling? Because y'all aren't getting the chosen ones anymore. Y'all are just getting these man made, makeshift ass artists. And they're struggling. Swear. I feel like this shit cannot be handcrafted. It's spiritual. You fucking with the frequencies. That's not a good thing. Why do you think there's been so many deaths? The frequency ain't right. It's a bad frequency. It's violent. There's been too many deaths. And then y'all taking advice from these white people that's paying y'all, but none of they people is dying. It's all us. What, Mac Miller? That's one person. And then I hate when people be getting mad at me, but somebody gotta tell the truth. Everybody's not meant to be a motherfucking musician. And that's not even trying to be a hater. That's just the truth. But that doesn't mean you don't have other talents. You just need to redirect your talent to something else. Because you just in the motherfucking way. I'm just keeping it real. If you can't sell a certain amount of records, gotta go. Why is you still around? We gotta make this shit competition again. Like, it's spiritual. It should come to you. The ancestors would bless if it was meant to be. I'm just keeping it real. There's no way even the gatekeepers can't keep it from you when you're spiritual. That's why you think they can't block me as hard as they be trying to block me. Because the ancestors is like, this is meant to be. You can't block this shit. That's the type of artist you need. You gotta even think about Drew Barrymore. Everybody canceled her before she came back on the scene. They couldn't stop that shit. And she did very well. Because the ancestors blessed it. Because you can't stop that shit when it's meant for you. Even think about movies now. Why you think they don't sell no more? Because y'all ain't getting stars. Y'all getting motherfucking content creators. I'm just keeping it real. All this shit is spiritual. You gotta get the right people. You gotta think about this top selling artist. It was destined for them to do that. It was blessed by the ancestors. You didn't have to man make that shit. It just sold. These niggas ain't gonna be around forever. What y'all gonna do? That's what I'm trying to figure out. These niggas be carrying this shit on their back for a long time. I know they tired. Because I'm tired, bitch, and I'm only 30. Y'all been doing this shit a lot longer than me. Tired as fuck. I'm just keeping it real. Thank you. Yes. And that's why y'all be looking at certain stories like it's sad. But some of these people is evil as fuck. That's why I hate to tell y'all, but Biggie was not a good person. As mad as some of y'all be, that nigga was not a good person at all. Let's not look at him like he was a saint. He did victimize a lot of people too. That's what happens sometimes when you're a bad person. Did you hear his songs about what he said he did to kids? He threw them over the bridges? And y'all feel sorry for that nigga? I don't. You God was coming to that nigga. I hate to break it to y'all. That's why Tupac will always be mine over. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Tupac was a bully. If he would have never bullied that nigga, that shit might have never happened. Sometimes being a bully can be the end result. I hate to break it to you. Sometimes it can be. Never be a bully, because you just might meet your match that day, and he met his match. You can't determine how somebody reacts when you do something to them. You might jump somebody, they might come back and shoot you. That's, you can't determine how somebody plays back. Everybody don't play the same. Real shit. I love Tupac, but if he wouldn't have jumped that boy, would that would have ever happened? Probably not. You can't be. You might meet your match that day. Everybody don't react the same, and everybody's not the same. That's why you can't just be out here openly disrespecting people. Because one day you might meet your match, and it could be somebody that you. He looked weak. He was a punk. He was a little ass kid. The nigga was young. Them be the ones that'll be your match. The ones that look. That's God does that on purpose. Literally. Just talking. Why do you think Cat Williams was locked up like 80 times? And they tried to take his kids away from him. That nigga didn't want to comply. He never put on a dress. That's why them spiritual attacks were so hard against him. They put that nigga through the ringer. Y'all seen how he was looking? Why we got the same spiritual attacks. We just didn't. I don't know if he folded or not. I mean, he never put the dress on, so I guess we just didn't fold. Destined. You can't block what's destined. So I guess people do have a choice. I think they lie to you and make you say that you don't have a choice. Nobody ever makes it to the point. It's like only people who are spiritually protected. It's like these makeshift artists. They get set up for failure because it's like they're not spiritually protected, so they're susceptible to harm. But when you're not, when you don't do certain things, it's like they can't do nothing with you. So you really do have a choice. But only certain people have a choice. Everybody don't have a choice. Because everybody can't withstand the shit that comes with being able to have a choice. Nobody ever makes it that far. Everybody that tries to have a choice always goes. Look at what happened to Hitler. He tried to have a choice. He almost did. But something happened. He was this close. Think about John F. Kennedy. He thought he had a choice. They showed him so motherfucking quick. Nobody ever makes it this far. It's probably shocking too. Motherfuckers is probably like, how is this bitch? You see how everybody gave up on me? Because they thought for sure I was cooked toast. Because they never had a choice. So they thought for sure, because I won't comply, that I'm cooked toast. But I'm too protected. That's what happens when you have this and you make connections besides this. But you also have this. And I know y'all think like people would do anything for money, and they would. But you have to think about this. Why would they get rid of somebody who makes them a hell of a lot of money and gives them ideas for people who bring nothing to the table? Well, wouldn't they frame it to where these people are stupid? Let's just take their money and just get rid of it. Hi, baby.
Hi. Are you busy?
Huh?
Are you busy?
A little bit, but what? You want to come in here for a second?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I don't got no candy.
Oh.
Is that what you wanted?
Uh-huh.
I don't got none. I gave you all of it.
So,
I'm gonna get some more tomorrow if you're still here, okay?
I went to where would you date me when
Huh?
I played? I went to where candy.
Okay, I'll get you some tomorrow.
So,
Alright. What you doing?
oh, I like that white.
Thank you.
Ooh. Where's the towel?
You on camera. Alright, boo boo. You wanna go back in the room?
No.
Can you come back here in a second? Please? You can come back here in a second, okay? Alright, I love you. I'll get you some candy tomorrow. The red ones. They're called Twizzlers, okay?
Okay.
They're called, say Twizzlers.
Quizzes.
Yep, I'll get you some tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye. Love you. I think I made it all. I be knowing my niece. I be knowing when she be wanting something. Like she don't even. It's like she be shy to ask. Be like, bro, I know what you want. Thank you. Yeah, I'm probably gonna restart this and switch channels. I've been on this for a while. Like I said, I'll be more on track tomorrow because finally my laptop is working again. And I think my stuff will be here soon. So I'll have stuff to do too tomorrow. I'll probably just chill the rest of the night. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I'll be back focused tomorrow. I mean, I did stuff today, but I'll be back more on track. Yeah?
Why you already do it?
Did you know?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you did. It's like, why would you think a person would be trying to clout chase and get attention, especially if they see that I get a lot of attention? It's to get attention from other niggas. I be posting for myself and to make the hoes mad. I don't be caring about these niggas. I just like making the hoes mad. I was like, how can I ruin these bitches' day? I don't be trying to post for the niggas. I've been past that phase of my life. I used to post for the niggas. I ain't even gonna lie to you, I did. But that was a long time ago. This was my Facebook and Instagram days. Now I just post because I'll be looking at myself. Be like, damn, I'm fine. Sorry. And I love seeing bitches malfunction. When I post a good picture, I'll be like, you're foaming out the mouth. Why do you think that nigga be so bad? A nigga don't know how to communicate, bro. Like, whole time don't even like me twerking, which is so crazy because it's like, well, you never said that. Knowing niggas past and what they get into, that's quite surprising to me because it's like, ain't that what you like? That's why. That's why. And then you got to think about it. Diddy had fell out with that liquor company around that time. Do you think that they was the ones that sent Young Miami to stir this shit up? Why do you think G Herbo treats Tiana so much better? Because I believe she saved his life. I think that's the only reason why that case didn't end up going through. I think that she saved his fucking life. I think that's why he treats her so much better. Whole time, that case that came out, that nigga thought that that was from me, and that never was from me. I'm actually the reason why that shit never even went through. But see, motherfuckers I got in motherfuckers' ear, they been targeting this nigga. And they know that I was this nigga's only protection, so they had to break us up. So they had to send a bitch. That case had nothing to do with me. I'm actually the reason why your ass didn't get locked the fuck up. Why do you think they made me and Drake fall out? They're tired of him winning. They caused chaos between us. And then look at all that shit that happened to him. He lost all those awards. Kendrick ended up winning all those awards. He went through it for a minute. They were tired of him winning. That was my number one artist. They were sick of that shit. And then they kept trying to make these new artists to try to like steal the attention, and I wasn't impressed or enthused. Hi. You see, that's why it's crazy because it's like it's better to stay under my radar. Once you start coming towards me and bring your energy towards me, I'm gonna read you. And if you got a lot to hide, that's not a smart thing to do. If you are doing shady ass shit, it's better to stay under the radar. Trying to be too seen, because now it's like now I'm paying attention to you. I wasn't paying attention to you at first. No mind at all. Maybe that's why God has put that in my face. Because I wasn't paying attention at all. So maybe this was to get me to pay attention. Because I was not paying attention. I can't even lie to you. And I nigga posted her like 1,000 times and I didn't pay no fucking mind. I didn't even second guess, think, go to the host page. I just didn't think anything. I don't know. Was not paying attention to that shit. I didn't care. Then something just woke me up and I started paying attention. I'm like, oh shit. It's like if you're a demon, don't think I can't see you. I can see you. That's why I don't nobody like me. Because they can't fool me like they can fool everybody else. See, y'all be getting trapped in lust and drugs and alcohol, so you can't openly see what's going on. But when you get celibate and you don't be having sex with nobody, and you stop drinking and you don't do drugs and none of that shit, you can clearly see what's going on. That's why they fucked up me and Chris Brown. They were trying to end his career too. Because Chris Brown was like my baby for a long time. And they was jealous. That's why you think all that shit came out with him and Rihanna. They were trying to corrupt people into not liking him no more. They wanted to shut him down. He just thrived through that shit. It took him a long time. Same spiritual attacks I went through. But you can't stop what's destined. That's why they be trying to call me a woman hater, because I can see these bitches and they don't like that. And I don't ever be wrong. I don't know why y'all be trying to test me. I just always be early. I be seeing shit before it happens. I be seeing when somebody ain't right. I never not like nobody for no reason. There's always a reasoning behind that shit. I like everybody. When do I not get along with people? When does that really happen though? Nah, something ain't right. Oh shit, I got a cramp. All I really want is for you to back it up, go on and put your weight on it. I know y'all be calling me a conspiracy theorist, but even think about this. I'm listening to Lloyd right now, right? A family member told me that back in the day when Lloyd was hot, he ended up performing at a bar that she was at, and he ended up singing to her. I think this person was sent to another family member of mine because I'd be trying to tell y'all to go to the next level, you gotta fuck with a white girl. See, you just don't know. LeBron definitely humiliated his wife with some white bitches. Y'all just don't be knowing what be going on because y'all be outside the source. Even Beyonce, you better call Becky with the good hair. Even think about the dude that's dating Taylor Swift and look at his before girl.
And your cat is here.
Thank you. Yeah, your shoes are on the wrong foot, boo.
I have ramen.
Huh?
I have ramen.
Can you have what?
Ramen.
Yeah, let me get you some. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, put your shoes on right. Okay. I don't even care about the views. I've been watching you. Ouch. I gotta cramp my phone. I think I'm gonna save it for tomorrow. I do want to do this tarot though. It says, "What's the tea?" It says oracle cards for love, friendship, and social drama. You know I need to know what's going on. And in one of my videos, it said that, oh, girl don't like me doing readings on her because she doesn't want me to see something. That's why I be getting all those devil worshiper and witch comments. Oracle cards. Let's see what the tea is. It says friends, friend zones. Great vibes, no sparks, more buddy than bae. Safe but not romantic. Accept the role they can offer. Plastic smiles, forced kindness, polite but cold, compliments that don't feel real. Don't mistake courtesy for a connection. That's somebody with fake people around them. Green shirt. And shed breadcrumbs. Minimal effort, just enough to keep you around, and consistent contact. You deserve the whole loaf. But what is crazy? I don't know if this is me or not. This might not be me. This might be the situation. Maybe he's being breadcrumbed. I don't know. Maybe that's why he uses me to make her jealous. Because that's the only time she pays him any attention. It says new chapter, fresh start, clean state energy, moving in a new direction. Turn the page. But he doesn't just use me to make her jealous. He uses the other bitches too. Why do you think all these hoes have blue on? He loves that shit. It says wake up call, certain clarity. You can turn you can't unsee the truth. Universe ringing the alarm. Pay attention now. I think this is about him because it's a man and it looks like a blue shirt. It says self care mode, logging off, rest, rituals, recharge, choosing peace over people pleasing. I am my own priority. Oh shit, since I dropped those, I'll read them. It says reconciliation, heart to heart talk, owning mistake, choosing to rebuild, new rules, same soul. It says unbothered, not reacting to nonsense, letting people think what they want, energy focus on your own lane. Peace is the flex. It says twin flame, intense mirror energy, pull, push, pull, runner chaser, deep trigger, and deep healing. Not for the faint of heart. It says envy watching, silent followers, secret studying your moves, pretending not to care, but always watching. Your glow bothers their shadows. It says safe space, no judgment zone. You can cry, vent, or be weird. Held, heard, and accepted. This is where your soul can exhale. And it looks like me in the blue shirt. It says closure, final chapter, accepting what happened, answer or self made peace. You don't have to wait for an apology. It says money talk, finances affecting love, power, support, or control through cash. Time to be honest about goals. Count the cost. It says catfish, not who they claim to be. Filters, masks, and fake stories. Something feels off. Do a reality check. It says influencer status. All eyes on you. Your vibe inspires others. People watching your moves. Use your platform wisely. It says third party. Someone else is in the picture. Competition, triangles, interference, not the full story. Proceed with caution. So God says, while this third party is in the picture, don't even involve yourself. He kept saying three's a party. Don't be a third wheel. Don't do the third thing. Steer clear. It says gossip mill. Stories traveling fast. Half truths, exaggerations, lies, mini mouse, few facts, protect your name. It says silent treatment. Weaponized silence, emotional shutdown, punishing instead of talking. Healthy love communicates. And this is the silent treatment. It says social media mask. Curated highlight reel. Smiles for the feed. Tears off screen. Validation chasing. Don't compare your reality to their filter. I told y'all, people be looking happy on social media, but they're miserable because there's no way you're doing all of this if you're really happy. It says late night call. Up when the world is sleeping. Booty call or deep talk. True colors after dark. What do they really want? Blue shirt. It says soulmate. Easy flow. Feeling seen and safe. Home and a human. Different from the rest. It says CEO energy. Taking charge. Making big decisions without apology. Knowing your worth. I'm running the show. It says mixed signals, hot and cold. Yes today, maybe tomorrow, confusing behavior. Ask for clarity, not excuses. But this, I don't think is me because this is blue shirt. Why do you think I get mixed signals? It says drama magnet. Chaos follows them everywhere. Constant beef, constant stories. Peace feels boring to them. You don't have to join the show. It says energy vampires. Draining conversations, constant drama. You feel tired after seeing them. Time to pull the plug. Why do you think Big Sean didn't want to be with Janae Aiko? Couldn't trust her. Karmic lesson. It says tough teacher. Painful but necessary. Showing you what to release. Learn it so you don't live it again. This is a guy. I think this is his karmic lesson. Painful but necessary. It says long distance love, miles apart, hearts connected, time zones and trust tests. Effort, it says extra effort required. Communication is your lifeline. Spill the tea, honest conversation, safe space to vent, saying what's been held back. Get it off your chest. So this is I'm meant to say all these things. It says power couple, two strong energies aligning, building together, not competing, inspiring others, love as a team sport. It says truth revealed, mask slipping, receipts surfacing, hitting info exposed. Now you know what you're dealing with. It says jealousy, comparison and envy, fear of losing a spot, projection of their own insecurities. Not everyone claps when you win. It says real ones, loyal hearts, tell you the truth, not just what you want to hear. Safe to be yourself, ride or die energy. It says situational single, technically single, emotionally unavailable, keeping options open, not ready to commit. Don't take it personally. It says commitment issues. Fear of labels, dodging serious talks, keeping one foot out the door, here for a good time, not a long time. Which is really ironic that there's a song that says that. But it literally says like he's leaving. It's a blue suit. We try to tell people this is not the first rodeo. This is not the first rodeo. I've seen this a lot of times. Time and time and time again. And then he always leaves these hoes. I promise you. It's always a good time, never for a long time. Every single one of them get left. There's always one person that remains though. It's like, in a weird ass way, the only way that the nigga knows how to be loyal. It's like the only thing he's ever been loyal to. In a like really fucked up way. And that's why bitches be so mad. Why do you think Rihanna was so for this moving on situation and him not fucking with me no more? Because she was mad that I've been in the picture so long. She's hurt. She thought that she was going to take the queen's spot. And then I took her other nigga from her too. I just got a long line with taking her niggas. Ow! And she tried to get Drake. And that nigga wouldn't commit to her because he loved me. Damn, I be taking all that. I was like, Not really, because I was in the picture first. Y'all bitches be volunteering to be side hoes and then be mad when it don't work out in your reality. Like if a nigga tell you, why do y'all be mad? Come on, nah. It says sugar coated. Sweet words, hidden sting, avoiding the real issue, too good to be true. Read between the lines. Too good to be true. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. It's an apple. It says warning. And that's why these niggas be mad too. It don't even just be these bitches. He does these to these niggas too. I swear, they all be thinking that they gonna be the one. And it never works out that way. It just be a good time, not a long time. And I know that that's fucked up. Because it's like, who the fuck be want to get cheated on? But it's at the same time, it's like, this is probably the closest thing to loyalty you've ever had or seen in your whole entire life. It says divine timing. Delays with a purpose, not denied, just postponed. Things aligning behind the scenes. Trust the schedule. It says red flags. Your gut is screaming. Patterns you've seen before. Don't ignore the signs. Believe what they show you. Block. Block and delete. Hard stop. Access denied. Protecting your peace diligently and emotionally. Sometimes silence is self respect. It says main character energy. Main character energy. Dating for fun, not forever. Flirty free, fully yourself. No settling, just shining. It says level up. Glow up season. Outgrowing certain people and places. Stepping into your next version. Not everyone can come. I've been saying that. It says boundaries. Saying no without guilt. Protecting your time and energy. Teaching people how to treat you. This is my line. Why do you think all these bitches was for this? Because they were all hurt. They wanted me to be hurt just like them. That's why all of them were for this. This nigga has never left me. Ever. It says past life. Instant familiarity, deja vu connection, old karma resurfacing. You've met before, just not here. It says family drama. Old wounds, new arguments, generational patterns, loyalty tested. You're allowed to set limits. It says intuition. It says gut feeling louder than words. Tiny red or green flags. Inner voice guiding you. If it feels off, it is. If it feels off, it is. It says second chance, do over moment, lesson learned, wiser hearts, test from the universe. Will you repeat or rewrite? It says love bomb, intense attention, big gestures fast, over the top affection, too much too soon, too fake. And this is a person in a blue shirt. He's being love bombed. This girl is a narcissist just like him. She's using his own tricks on him. Why do you think she's so quote unquote perfect? Because that's what narcissists do in the beginning. And then they'll show you their true colors when they've gotten comfortable enough and it's too late. You're being love bombed. It says green flags, healthy effort, clear communication, actions match words, safe to lean in. It says fake friends, two-faced company, smiles in public, shade in private, hidden agenda, sabotage. They celebrate you in public and hate you in private. I told you, none of these hoes like me. Are all fake. It just got to a point where they could get comfortable showing it. It says secret crush, hidden feeling, stolen glances, afraid to make the first move. The energy is mutual. I'm gonna read the rest of them. It says healing era, therapy, journaling, shadow work, breaking old cycles, soft but strong. You're not who you used to be. I think this is blue shirt. It says online obsession. Checking socials nonstop, reading into every like, comparing your life to their feed. Log off and breathe. And this is a person who has a person, which I told y'all I get stalked all day. This is what they sit and do all day. Somebody said log off and take a break. They say unwatch me all day. It says ghosted. Message left unread. Disappearing act. No closure, just silence. Rejection is redirection. It says drunk text. Liquid courage. Honesty. Late night confession. Unfiltered emotions. A drunk mind speaks a sober heart. So that's the tea, y'all. I told y'all. I be knowing what I be talking about. Y'all be thinking I be hating. No, I don't be hating. Y'all just be mad because I be accurate. When I tell you that the day that my ex cheated, let me tell you this crazy shit. I told y'all. The day that he cheated on me, he got locked up. Had he stayed in my apartment like he said he was going to do, he would have never got locked up. The very day that he cheated on me, he got locked up. They sent her, and she was white. They sent that girl. And then his life got fucked up after that. Because then they sent more bitches. And they just used him for all his money. And then what's crazy is, how is your so-called friends that's telling you to leave me alone in my inbox trying to talk to me. How is the day that I break up with you, everybody's like, yes, she's single again? You don't think that they're playing upon this? Why do you think that they make fun of me? Because they like me and they feel like they will never have a chance with me. Yeah?
Hi, Tony. Here.
You want to come in? Alright, well, hold on. Well, come on.
I want the white one.
What, baby?
I want the white one.
Alright, y'all, I'm about to get off and take a break. I'll check out the current. I'll probably get back on.